Alright, so in today's video we will be replacing this Briggs 550EX with a Briggs EXI 725, brand new engine on this here walk behind mower. Story goes, I put this motor on this frame and it turned out to be no good. So off it comes, I want to put a brand new motor on there. Now you're probably saying, why isn't that expensive? Well, brand new comparable push mower is almost $500 and a replacement engine is $250. That's a retail price. So anyways, first step you want to do is unhook the brake control cable. You just squeeze them 2 tabs and out it comes. And next thing you want to do is tip the mower sideways. And I put a pad on the floor because I don't like oil on the concrete, but you're going to tilt it back and find a balance point and start taking things loose. So we're going to take the blade off. It's either a 5/8 or a 9/16, and off comes the blade. And then we're going to take the self-propelled cover off. You know, on a regular push mower you don't have to do all this. So 2 3/8 screws on any MTD frame and this will come right off. And now we're going to get the blade adapter off. Some of these can be a pain to take off. Some pull right off and others you have to hammer off with a hammer, and I'm using a 3-pound dead blow here to keep from bending it. You can also put a puller on them. In very rare occasions have I had to delicately cut them off, but it's no big deal if it won't come off because you're replacing the motor anyways. You can always put a blade adapter on there. Sometimes you can put the bolt back in the crankshaft and kind of shock it off of there, which is kind of what I did off camera, but as you see it's starting to move. And even though I had copper anti-seize on there, it still got hung up. And rust is a big factor in making parts not come off. But this one finally broke loose, and as you see it just slid right off. And now we can take the motor off. It's either a 1/2 or a 9/16. Some are metric, but a 13 is what fit this one. And this is a fairly new frame, as you can see. And I had to turn the speed setting up on the impact because I didn't want to break it loose. And it finally did. It's a little 12-volt impact. Alright, so when you get the bolts somewhat loose, tip it forward a little bit, you'll see the motor give way. And then you can just pick it up. And time to cut the threads in the new motor. This is where you got to be very careful. Don't use no sort of lubricant or anything. Just use the impact to center the bolt, and away we go. Now this next part of the video is going to be no voiceover, so I will return when needed. It's about the weakest impact I think I've ever used. See how this does it. Night and day difference. Alright, that's 25 millimeter and that's 7/8. There's a big difference. On a brand new engine, I recommend anti-seize, either copper or aluminum, so if you ever have to take it off, the blade adapter will come right off. I'm going to bolt it in from up underneath. We'll put some gel Loctite. I'll link it down below. This is what the gel Loctite looks like, and it won't drip. You can like do this. All you need is a little bit. Alright, so now I'm going to go up under here like this. That one's in. I got 2 on the other side to do. Alright, now what I need to... Sometimes I'll lift this flap up, but I don't have an extra set of hands. now we can gently lift it. You get a balance point and lean it up against something. Got my blade adapter, blade bolt. I don't know where the other thing is. There it is. I will link everything in the description below, even a motor. Now, crankshaft sizes. I'll talk about that here in a minute in a different video. Alright, you get these started. Very loud. Alright, you got two different crankshaft sizes on push mowers. You got 25 millimeter and 7/8. You can see the diameter difference. No two will interchange. So when you replace a motor on your push mower, you have to know if it's 25 millimeter or 7/8. Because one is smaller than the other, one is bigger than the other, and vice versa. And no two will interchange with one another. Alright, now that we got the motor bolted and I can lean this over even farther. It's laying in some box of trash over there. So now we're going to take our blade adapter, line up our keyway, hook it around here, give it a turn, and it comes, and there's that. Got a little anti-seize on the belt, but that shouldn't matter. Sometimes when you put this belt guard back on these MTDs, you have to have someone right there and pinch the throttle, the self-propelled to pop it in. So here I had one of my associates pull the self-propelled handle and the cover snapped right on regular push mowers. You don't have to do this, only on self-propelled models that have a belt cover. Alright, we're going to put this little muffler guard on. Blow out this way. These things hold about 15 ounces. Oh. There's going to be some oil on the stick, but that's just manufacturing. Flow. Right down where it needs to be. That's it. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you click in the top left, you can see my latest video before this one, and the top right, you can check that one out as well. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Check out all the links to products that I use and recommend down in the description below. And please consider subscribing, as I do put a lot of time and effort into these videos for everyone to enjoy, on top of running an actual outdoor equipment shop, which has its ups and downs. But anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye for now.